Human trafficking continues to be a transboundary issue that the government of Belize intends to intercept. Experts say that human trafficking is the exploitation of vulnerabilities, and the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Council under the Ministry of Human Development wants to address just that.
Human smuggling is something that is counted as a violation against the country because you enter the country without proper permission to do so. But those migrants that do get smuggled into a country are at risk. And so we do consider that human smuggling can lead to human trafficking happening. And so despite the nature of smuggling, we also want to look at the, how trafficking can be an issue that could eventually affect them.
The government is trying to deal with the issue from multiple fronts, including the transportation sector, which is one area being used to facilitate the crime.
We also want to ensure that everybody realizes that they have a part to play, that they can play a part, let me reiterate. So it's both private and public. So we don't want to look at, just like you said, police can't be anywhere, everywhere, immigration can't be everywhere, social workers can't be everywhere. So we want to equip even the public and the persons providing services with the knowledge to say, hey, you know, I see something, this is not supposed to be happening, let me inform the police.
And that's where RET International comes in. The organization was established and registered in Belize back in 2015 and has implemented 10 projects focused on gender equality and social inclusion, youth empowerment, education and migration, and mobility. For the next 18 months, RET International, through funding from the U.S. Embassy, will be engaging over 500 stakeholders in the transportation industry to build their capacity to identify signs of human trafficking.
That's the goal, to train about 540 persons, roughly 60 individuals in the 9 municipalities, and from various means of transportation, so bus companies, taxi drivers, taxi associations, water taxi, the airlines as well, you know, Tropic, Maya, wherever we can get into, we want to build those partnerships to be able to share the information. We endeavor to inform persons in this industry so that they can be eyes and ears for the government and the country as a whole to help in identifying suspected victims of trafficking and also knowing how to report so that we can deal with the issue. So we want to know what people know within this industry, those in the industry, workers, stakeholders, operators. What knowledge do they have? What are their attitudes? And some of the practices so far as it relates to human trafficking or combating human trafficking. And based on that, we know what content to include in our training module.
Transport Minister Rodwell Ferguson says that the initiative has his full support.
In our region, the main country of opportunity is the U.S. So we will come from Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, and if they find it easier to pass through Belize, they pass through to reach to the country of opportunity. I'm very supportive of it, but I told them this morning that the Ministry of Transportation is still manual. We are hoping to make sure it is properly digitized, that whenever information is requested, then we can forward the information to whoever requests it.
Even as the initiative is being rolled out, residents are being implored to report information on human trafficking or smuggling to Crime Stoppers Belize or via the P3 Tips app. Duane, Moody for News 5.